Hello there, welcome back. I'm Little Cupcake here, and we're picking up where we left off with just this bit of file that we had here. Let's just shrink this down, get it out of the way. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a creative tab. And the way we do this is we add a public static creative tabs. And we'll just call this your creative tab. Is equal to a new creative tabs, or rather, do we do it that way? Yeah, we do new your creative tab, and this bit here is a variable. You can actually change that to whatever you want it to be, and we're going to go and import this. That imported the creative tabs. Now we need to create a creative tab, and we can't even change, the majority of the stuff in here. That's fine. We don't really need to. It just extends creative tabs, and we want to add the constructor, the one with the string in it. And this is sort of important. Not terribly. You can actually just add it in later. But anyways, we'll leave this alone for the moment. And we can just save all to watch this clear up. Yep, watch both of these clear up. And, oh, whoops, I don't even know what that's doing. I did the tutorials a little out of order, so I'm actually just re-recording. In case you were curious what that was all about. So now you have this. You have a... Why is it saying you need a new constructor? In either case, what you need to do is go in and write creative. Actually, I might know what the problem is. Nope. Anyways, we're gonna go in here. I'm not gonna fix that right now. We're gonna set this to creative tabs dot get next ID right there. This first thing is the first variable, the parameter 1, par 1, and that is the tab's number, ID number. And you'll want to use this. This just grabs the next available one. So yeah, and the string here is just the string that will be called. So your creative tab for the thing over here. Let's just save all of these at the moment. See if that clears up that error, which it seems to have. Yep, good. So now you have a creative tab. That's wonderful. Except for your creative tab doesn't have a name. Oh no. So what we need to do is make a public void. I think this goes in here. My mistake, it's not a void, it's a string, public string get translated. Is it going to pop up? Well, anyways, tab name, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that. So close. Tab label. Alright, public string tab label. And we're going to want to have return. I'm not even entirely sure those parentheses are necessary, but we're going to return a name, and this is going to be the name of your tab. And so I would just have it to be, or have it be your mod's name or something, your name maybe, just something to call it by. And why is this? Oh, that shouldn't be. That shouldn't be working that way. It should work like this. I think it might be in the wrong spot, And indeed, I was wrong again. It is in the wrong spot. So I'm just going to copy and paste that. It actually needs to go outside of the public, your creative tab. Okay, so we'll do that. that gives us this, our name, and ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. What we'll want to do now is also add in at side only, and this is going to give us our block, or whichever we decide to use, whatever we decide to use as the image on the tab will be from this. And so we have that at side only, the client side. We want to get, oh, it needs one more thing. It needs item index. Let me check. All right, it needs a public int get tab icon item index, and this requires a return statement. Hopefully that'll, maybe that. Yeah, that's what we wanted. And now it needs a return statement, and it's going to return a number. You want to return the number of whatever block or ID block ID or item ID you want to use for the item for which will represent your tab. So if you don't know what that is, if you know what you want to use but you don't know the block ID, you can just do this. Go right in here, return block, and then grab whatever block you want to use. I'm going to use nether quartz for the sake of this tutorial, and you want to grab the block ID. Okay? And of course we're still showing some errors up here, so what we need to do is get them imported with Control-Shift-O. So now everything should be all okie dokie, and it all clears up. Let's run it just to see what we get, and I'll get back when this is loaded up. Okie dokie, we're loaded up, our mod is in here, and we're going to need to create a new world so that we can see, and it needs to be in creative mode, so we'll just call this test world, something like that, and it needs to be in creative mode in order to see our creative tab. If we were just adding other things we could use, other modes, hardcore or just your standard adventure or whatever it's called, survival. There we are, load the world, and hopefully, there we are, I spawned in the water. How unfortunate. How far underwater? Who knows. I'm just going to get to this bit of land before I start opening stuff up. Oh, I seem to have spawned in an ocean biome. How wonderful. Not only that, I spawned way underwater. I wish I hadn't. It's going to make this a little bit more annoying. And I'm a bit laggy. It's because I'm running so many things. You probably won't be this laggy. But if we open up here, you'll see that up here there's 1 out of 2. You can actually change to the next page of tabs. And this is your mod's name, your tab's item, which happens to be nether quartz for me at the moment. And that is that. You can put your items in here later, but before we do that, we'll need to add some items to the game. So, thanks for watching. I hope you have the best of luck with your coding.